Yo, what's going on, y'all? Back with y'all in another video. I did get a part that I have been wanting to put on the SN for a while now. Since I got it, I've had it for probably like a month and a half maybe. Y'all all know the infamous Mustang shifters. They all go from the back seat to the front of the engine. Motherfuckers the throws on there are long as hell. So y'all all know that's a must upgrade on the car. So today I am installing an MGW shifter. I was thinking about getting a tri-ax shifter. I had a couple of people telling me that those ones are cool too, but I wanted the MGW. I don't know why. I just felt like that one was the better one. So I did get MGW shifter, but it's used. I'm not gonna say that it's brand new or anything, but it's used. But I wasn't trying to spend no $200 for the shifter, and I could just get a used one for way cheaper. So somebody had it close to me. I went to go pick it up, got it. So got the MGW shifter. It's kind of already like installed, like the bump stops, those are already installed. So basically I just gotta put the shifter, we'll take the old shifter off, put the new shifter in, set the shifter how I want it, and that's pretty much it. The shifter is the race shifter. I kind of wanted the standard shifter, but he had the race shifter. That was the only one he had, so I probably will order the standard shifter. It's only $15, I believe, so I am gonna get the standard one. I think the standard one is more comfortable. I've been hearing a lot more like that too. And the race shifter is very small. So I'd rather have the standard shifter so it sits up a little higher. The race one sits a little lower, I believe. So I do want to get that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just install this and that should be the end of the video. So first thing you want to do, I got all my stuff set up, the race handle, the gasket, got the bolts right here for the new shifter, and that's the new shifter. But first thing you want to do, take this off, pull it over, and then there should be 4 bolts there, which I cannot remember what size it is, but we're gonna see right now. Got a new shift model coming in next week. Stay tuned for that. It's nothing special. I think it's the same shift model that I got that I had on my last SM. Make sure you don't pull this up too fast because I do need to take this out right here. Just basically just pull it out like that. And this goes right off as well. I think I'm making a nope. And set that to the side, however you want to do it. There is these little bolts here that you need to take off, which I believe are 8 right there too. And then there should be another one right there. I don't think I can see that right there. So you take those off. I'm gonna take it off camera. So this is neutral. Now look at this. Look at that. If you had cups here, make sure you don't put cups in this cup holder because it will not work. That's damn near, that's first gear right there. That's a very far travel. Look at that. That is long as hell. That is, look how far back that goes. That is horrible. It's like I don't know. It's just, that is terrible. And I mean terrible. It's not horrible, but it's bad. Trust me. Let me go ahead and get this last one out, and then I'll show you guys the next steps. So I went ahead and took the 2 bolts off right here, and just pulled the handle off, and you basically just pull this up right here. Simple, easy. Try not to rip anything of that. It's pretty good, trust me. And these 2 bolts right here, these 2 bolts at the top, take those out, take the shifter off. You might want like a napkin or something. I'll probably go get a napkin really quickly, so just in case any like transmission fluid is on there, you're able to, you know, wipe it off and it don't drip in your car. I mean, if you're not really tripping off of it getting in your car, then you don't have anything to worry about. So take these 2 bolts, these 2 bolts out, and then these 2 bolts out, and then take that out, put your new shifter in. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the worst shifter I've done. It's like so much sealing on here. It's like 2 different type of sealants. There's a gray one here, and then there's a blue one. Maybe they put no, it had to just be 2 different sealants. That shit is ridiculous. It was so much on here. Like, look at that. I literally was just beating it. Not beating it hella hard, but like I was literally hitting it with the hammer to get it off. I used this right here, this little rubber mallet. I finally got it off. It took me so long to get that shit off though. So fucking long. But finally it's off. But yeah, if you're gonna do this, you're probably gonna need a hammer if you're taking off the factory one. So remember that, and remember to take this too, because you need this to go onto the thing. Hopefully you got it in your car still. Some people be forgetting to put them back on, and then there'd be a lot of play in the little shifter. So remember that. But yeah, it wasn't that much transmission fluid that came off of my shifter, so I didn't need a towel or anything. But I do have this shirt just in case. So yeah, I'm gonna clean all this up. I'm probably just gonna use a flathead. I don't have any other thing to clean it with, so I'm gonna just use a flathead and be gentle with it and not try to scratch it up or carve it or anything. So get back to you guys after I put the gasket on and it's ready to drop in. So I cleaned this thing as much as possible. This should be good enough. I'll probably wipe it down just a little bit to get some of the excess off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see if I can get some of it off. It's gonna seal regardless, just because I'm putting that big gasket on. It's gonna press down on it, so it should seal regardless. Man, I got basically all of it off. It's just hard to do because the tight little space that it's in. But yeah, this is pretty good. They clunked it all up at the top right here and at the bottom down here. It was horrible. And there you go. This thing is in there real tight. It's in there real tight. Next thing you do, you go ahead and put handle in. Get that on there, and then you go ahead and both tighten these nuts in. Tighten them up so you know you have it to where you want it to be set. Like I said, this is the race handle, so it will sit a little lower. You do want to put this thing back on right here, because I want to make sure this is back on. Get all the electric stuff out the way right here. 1 second. Gotta make sure I got this. I don't want this in the way at all. It seems like it's kind of in the way. Yep, that should be fine. Should be fine. There we go. And like I said, you go ahead and line up the bolts. Line the bolts back up and just tighten them down. I'm not going to do that because it's probably going to be too hard for me to do it with one hand. So I'm going to do it off camera and then get back to y'all when I'm putting this shifter on. So I do have all 4 bolts bolted down. It's not moving anymore. Go ahead and put your shifter on. You know, straighten it out. It is at an angle, so you don't want to put it like too straight. So put it at kind of like an angle, because you know the transmission sits kind of at an angle, so you don't have to put it straight. You can if you want, but I put it at a little tiny bit of an angle. And yeah, I do have to tighten these little hex screws down. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those in, and then have it all the way tight, then put the shift boot on, and then that'll be it. And then I'll show you guys how it feel. I'll tell you guys how it feel, because I don't even have my window holder, so I can't even, you know, put you guys on a window to show you guys how it feel or anything. So I probably just have to try to drive with one hand, or just tell you guys how it is after. But let me go ahead and go get the size for this and then tighten it down. So I went ahead and tightened it up. I don't even know the size of this because I could not find one. But I went ahead and used this right here. It literally looked like a ball. I don't even know what this is, but it worked. But I got it on now. This is for sure. Hell, you can't even really feel that's in neutral. Damn, I can't wait to get everything on. All right, now put this shift boot back on. You connect everything back to the cigarette lighter, and then you just clip your shift boot on. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to do that. I can't do this with one hand. Well, I probably can. Let's see if I can. Just clip this one to the bottom. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this with one hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everything back on. You just literally put your shift boot back over, and that's pretty much the end of the process. Throw your shifter knob back on, and that's it. That's how you install a short throw shifter. I don't know why it's not focusing, but yeah, that's how you install a short throw shifter. So I'm gonna give you guys an update after I'm done putting this on. So there it is, all put together. For me, just like filling it out right now, it is very short now. Very short. You can barely tell that it's in neutral. You barely wiggle it. But yeah, feels good, man. I kind of want to still get the standard handle, because I kind of don't like how this one just points straight back. And I know the standard one, it kind of comes more up a little bit and then shoots back, but it's not as far back as this one, like how it's like pointing basically just towards the back of the car. I know the standard one sticks up more and then comes out, so I probably would get that one. It's only 15 bucks or something like that. I can't even remember, but it's not that much. But yeah, that's the install for the MGW shifter. Feels way better than the stock one. The stock one felt like trash. Like, it just felt like trash. I don't even know why they put that in this car. I guess it's for like the comfort for like some people, but you should always want to get you a short shifter. It feels way better. I probably won't drive it right now just because I don't have nowhere to put the camera. Yeah, feels pretty good. If you guys looking for a good shifter, MGW, this is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, this is a good shifter. Triax, I heard they're pretty good too, so whichever one you want to go with. But my personal opinion, I do like the MGW, and I like how it looks. It looks pretty good. But that'll do it for the video, guys. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And it's gonna do it for the video. Peace.
Funny baby, I think I'm going crazy. Yeah, because my life is rearranging. Cause I don't have you. Yeah, I think there's something missing. I think I'm really missing.